You know, it's in the process of all of this that I think I smoked too much methamphetamine. High on Life is a game developed by the Nazis and Maxor with the intent of helping you remember what would have happened if Russia actually won a war. Or if the US was set on fire. Set in the year 69 XXX and taking place on several graphically crippling planets ripped straight from NASA's planetary index without a second thought. We play as a not-so-legendary protagonist named the Average Twitch Viewer on his quest to become one of Justin Roiland's puppets after leaving his desk in potential animate cities to learn that Earth is being invaded by the cast of South Park in an attempt to turn humanity into flippin' methanol because their years of boobs, hoes, and beer just ain't working out. In doing so, we gain several guns that have faces that can somehow speak English and say some pretty messed up things that will make you begin to question why you may own something similar. And together, we travel the galaxy to stop the Gay 3 from corrupting more people into methanol and meeting many minions along the way. This game is a rather strange treasure with enough swearing and masturbation jokes that it makes me wonder how this game found its way to GamePass. And in doing so, it's probably going to give every person watching this video a run for their money and how much they can yank it versus Justin Roiland. So sit back and relax, I tell you about High on Life, a game that is so hyper-focused on drugs, jerking the ween, and building my hatred for minions that it's a prime example of what may happen if humanity decides that it's time to get high on life forever. Hey guys, welcome back to Buck Thunder 2. What, you thought this was a video on High on Life? Yeah, no, it's called a clickbait. Get rickrolled. Just by this dialogue, I can already tell that the dialogue is going to be fast-paced and be received like I'm watching Rick explain science to its child. You know, why start with a copy of Doom 64 in your game? It's clearly because Rick and Morty is the Doom 64 of our generation. I mean, look what it did to the populace. Holy crow, it's summer. You want me to put you out with the winter? Just saying. She's also snorting coke right in front of me. Really good way to teach kids about drugs. Yes, just do it right in front of them. Won't be a problem. Nope. Fun fact, you never get to see your face in the game, so this choice of character literally does not matter. Mom then calls us depressing and an absolute joke. Sounds like my YouTube channel. And we head outside to see a house disappear and the Gay 3 show up. They speak a foreign language, but when translated, it tells us that only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's completely free, and you can always change your mind. They pulled the big suck on an old man, kill one of their own, and then we find a gun that talks like Morty, straight from Dimension C-130 cuck. We use Morty Dinglepants to shoot your goop at the minions, and proceed to steal an arcane crystal from some guy named Archmage Khadgar, use a microwave to power up said crystal meth, and then meet Slime Guy, where he says typical bad guy things such as, "You're gonna die, prepare to wet your pants," and my personal favorite, "Don't try to resist." Welcome to Flippin' Space. I hope you got a spacesuit, otherwise you're probably choking right now. Better give you some space to breathe. Fortunately, we're out of space, so that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm done with the puns. We arrive at a planet better looking than Night City, and learn many things, such as the national currency is pesos, meaning that we're now dunking on all of Mexico. The city has culture and some rather strange flooring issues. We then meet a homeless guy named Gene, an ex-bounty hunter who doesn't have legs and lost his house. That civic career didn't really get you that far, huh? He'll help us if we allow him to take our house as payment, which is the same thing that'll happen if you don't subscribe. I'm not giving you a choice. Okay. I'll take your house if you don't. Oh, right, there's a pink gumball in this bounty hunter suit. This guy sucks, please kill him. There's also a lot of ads that pop up too, so that's going to show what may happen if you don't obey Microsoft. We return to the house after buying a Windows activation key, and then find Gene on our couch doing alien things.
Hey, I don't like getting up to take shit, so I'm just gonna shit right here in the couch later. I don't have to shit right now, but just a heads up.
I'm sorry, what? We then accept a bounty to kill an Antwoman, but not an Ant-Man. Otherwise, Marvel will come after me. You know, I'm starting to sense where this game's humor comes from. We then kill a kid out in the open and get sent to jail off screen. Thanks, Justin. So begins the intense battles as I shoot down the Fire Nation.
Oh, hey, you want to see a cool party trick I used to do? Aim me at those... Oh, yeah, I told you! Did you see how fun that was? I call it my glob shot. It comes out of my trick hole. All Gatlians have a different kind of trick hole. Mine does this. Boy, you are learning a lot today, aren't you?
What the hell is your trick hole? It better not be your anus, and if it is, we're gonna see Dolphin Doofenshmirtz right now.
God, I love spewing big gloopy globs.
Don't ever say that again.
Feel free to inspect it.
Yes!
Thank you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Knifey. Now use me. Let me stop these ants.
I don't like this knife. He sounds like a sweaty gamer wanting loot, and I'm wondering if this is just Justin Roiland in disguise. Just saying. We loot some Gatterall, and then meet, oh, hey look, it's the chick from Ants. Welcome to the basic donkey fight, where we're back in the mine, swinging from side to side, just like the movie. This boss is simple enough if you don't piss yourself, but still tough enough to make you question why you chose to help a three-eyed alien named Jean. This fight's best part is when you just swing around in the air like a monkey for 20 seconds, and when she just teleports around randomly because she remembered that she came straight from a horrible DreamWorks movie. Just don't step in the goop, otherwise you're gonna be crying like a baby.
So, no more crime then?
Oh, not that different then. Technically, all of us Torgs are evil clones, so I'm still gonna do a bunch of crime. But we're cool.
Huh.
Far as I'm concerned, you're a friend of the Torg family and welcome here anytime. An honorary Torg. You can be 10 Torg. Now, if you'll excuse me, my day just became very full.
You want me to help you get down, or? Anyways, after returning to Gene, he tells us, oh hey, go back to the pawn shop, because there's more. So we go and get the dodge unit, which doesn't really feel like a dodge unit. It feels more like a brief hover forward than a dodge. I feel like I just got jebaited. We now have 2 bounties to do, so let's start off with the one that's gonna get my anus drilled in. Welcome to Suramar 2, complete with mites that want to eat your liver, and scenery that will make even a modern PC become a potato and bear down on its knees. I eventually found a Care Bear who told us that their kind was enslaved by their fellow friend named Mark Zuckerberg Bear. So I think you can grasp how this section is going to go. It's here that I'm going to admit that the combat is pretty similar to your mom's attitude when she's stealing your Xbox for not taking out the trash. You shoot things, stab things brutally, shoot explosives, and later, metal discs, children, and even lasers. For being a small game, it's got a rather large tool set of weapons to use, and I find that to be a good thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that the gay 3 are also getting high on Fergles, which are basically just a line of furries at Anime Expo. So actually, them being drugs is perfectly fine. We now make haste to a mansion to get a warp device because we gotta kill Mark Zuckerberg for failing his quest in meta or something. You and I both know that it's gonna be a bother to society, like he already is. This guy also snorts Fergles, so hopefully this just results in me fisting him really hard in the face, getting the things I need, and then leaving. I killed many minions on the way to the mines to get some more items I needed to beat up Mark. Oh shoot, it's Office Bear. We're gonna be here a while. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Welcome to Chinese Government Simulator 2023. I hope you brought a pen and pencils. This is gonna be rough. If you fail, you get deported to North Korea to become a pig or something. This goes on for 3 minutes flat. Later, after getting everything we need, this guy literally dies on the ground because it isn't high on Fergles. You know, this is showing the power of drugs, so don't do drugs, kids. Let's summon him in. Oh god, I'm falling! Oh boy, I can't wait to get my anus pummeled in by a flippin' drill. I better keep it twisted. You could say that I want to spiral my way out. Okay, that one was bad. This fight involves lots of flying in the air and praying that you don't get slapped by your ex-wife. For no reason, Krubis just decides to fly through the air like he's a Pokemon simp that's high on crack. It doesn't help that Kenny keeps asking questions about how Krubis wipes his bum after dropping a fat one, or how he does anything with drill hands. This game's making me laugh so that I can kill over and die. This fight is a pretty easy one, providing that you're actually good at the game, which, shockingly, I sort of am. And that's saying something, because I don't like shooters at all. Just remember that the sky is your friend and you won't get your anus drilled in. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with the service center at my local Home Depot to ask how I can eat the lead out of my intestines that Zuckerberg injected into me by force.
Sorry about that.
Oh snap, we got a new gun named Gus, a super chill frog who shoots explosive rounds and metal discs at walls. Dope. Oh yeah, he can also do the big suck at his enemies. That's kind of sus.
You know, I actually don't know how to get...
Finally, enough of that guy. They kicked him out of the G3 because he was so damn annoying. He's lonely, he's bitter, and get a life. Some people need a life. And a life.
Thank God he's dead. He was like this game's version of Fred. Our sister and Jean continue to have fights about couple things. Sounds like the real Summer from the hit series Rick and Morty. I quickly bought some health and headed out to the next bounty, which sounds suspiciously like Doug DeMiro. And no, it's not because his name is Douglus, okay? Don't question me. Welcome to the set of The Martian. It's pretty chill here. just like this video. We gotta head to Old Town to get to Douglus, but first, we gotta meet the Fleetwood Mac and Cheese brothers, who get pissed that we want to cross, but considering they ain't doing their job, it's actually their fault. We later arrive at the gate to meet old Wet Grundy, who keeps watch over the place. He was pronounced dead 5 minutes after we left due to old man syndrome. The security guy says to kill some guys in his native language of figure it out and winks. So we go kill several minions. By the way, Douglus is some kind of octopus, meaning that I'm probably going to get put into some kind of tentacle Henti during this video. So you might want to start running.
Wow, so this is what a G3 run city looks like.
If this is the gay 3 Rand city, then that means Night City is also a gay 3 Rand city, because they look basically the same. Which does say something. I mean, have you heard of how bad that place is? We head to the training facility to be told that we gotta get yellow goop armor. Luckily, there just so happens to be a guy in this alley that will give us goop. What I forgot to mention is that goop is a Fergal's literal crap.
All your buddies about it. I'm the goop guy.
Oh, this fucking, oh my god, the smell!
We just got shizzed on by a Fergal. I now want to vomit. Oh god, I thought I was done with classrooms. No! We now go through a training exercise, complete with lights, electrical squares from Mario Land, and waiting a full hour for absolutely no reason.
Seriously, for fuck's sake, don't make us wait a whole hour. Okay, thank God.
This is a squid, and Douglus is part squid. My spidey senses are tingling. Many battles and changing the pipes later, we arrive at the local aquarium, and yeah, we're gonna get put into adult video. Run! Douglus is a very fast, shockingly strong, and not so perverted boss. His main purpose is telling you to never underestimate the power of a disguise, even if it's a squid, and in the best cases, your anime waifu. This fight's got some things going on, like dodging the lightning squares from Mario Land on the floor, killing the gay 3, and doing your best to shoot Douglus when, you know, you can actually see him. He kinda likes to zip around here and there, just enough to make you get pissed off, but also just enough so that you don't rage quit and kill the game. So, take this fight carefully. Your health and mental are going to be tested, and watch the dang ink. And if you find your way into a JAV video, it's not my fault. You just found your way there on your own. But hey, it might be nice. You're gonna get to meet up with your waifu and get it on. But this is just the void of my word right now, so most likely it's probably going to be a Fergal dunking on you instead. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to finish up the aquarium's local cleanup day.
Dipshit, let's go.
What? No hello? Nice to meet you? Or thank you for saving me?
Why? Like you not dying there with some sort of favor to me? Hi, I'm Sweezy. Thanks so much for rescuing me. How is that, dipshit?
Sweezy seems like the kind of gun that wants to be thrown off a cliff at a moment's notice, which, to be honest, I'm tempted to do. Now finished here, we get to see the angry sun god talk on TV. Speaking of him, actually, we head to his office to discuss business regarding the Gay 3. He gives us a Save the Humans button so that we can save the important humans, like a president, some cooks, and of course, all of the cute women. He lets us know that he's sending all of the info he's got to Jean, and then we leave. We head to the pawn shop to place an order on a jetpack, and for some unknown reason, it's on back order, because that's something everybody is buying.
Hey, look at me! I'm the guy who sells stuff. I'm an illegal concessions guy. Here's what's up. My name's Stan, and I sell vials of alien cum.
What the fuck? No, I don't want your alien semen. I think I just got demonetized. Alright, it's been real. Later, guys. We get some sleep that actually ends in being several days of sleep, and awake to practice with the jetpack. Jean and Lizzie then argue about relationships and some potential schmecks. Saron's kids are next on the chopping block, and I don't want to listen to a game theory on how to kill them, so let's just go and get it done with. We're back on Zephyr's Paradise, and once again, the Moplets got enslaved again, because I guess they just like to get beat by Mark's evil twin known as Markiplier. Traversing through the world with the jetpack is definitely a nice bonus. I just don't like that it's running on fuel. Why can't it be infinite fuel so that I can just fly over and leave the planet? Would be a dope experience, Justin, and you know it. Oh god, it's Office Bear again, run! Woman sells me out for money. Sounds like all the women on the planet, to be honest. After experiencing an elevator fight, we reach the top floor and enter a lab. It's here that we meet the final Gatlian on our journey, Creature. He's got babies that he's shoots out to kill anything in sight, but he doesn't care about the kids, because even though they're his, they're not his. Yep, that makes sense. Using the powers of dead babies, we clear through the lab, kill many more minions, and fight the first of 3 Skreckle Bros, John, without the Warcraft. This fight is pretty simple for the most part, because all he does is cause waves of slime to hit you. If you die in this fight, then you're cringe. Much later, after doing more killing, we find a human talking about how he has a far higher desire to yank it to alien porn, and that he'd be willing to take it back to Earth with him. Man, this game is making my audience horny now, isn't it? Minutes later, we fight Angela, a woman who runs from side to side, spits some Mountain Dew at your face to make you cry, and says something about a Wednesday special at McDonald's. Better be McFlurry, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed. Minutes later, after walking a moderate distance, we fight Mona, a chick that sprints like a canine unit, but sounds like a motorcycle on steroids, and shoots fountain shoe at you. Oh, you thought the fight was over? No. It's just getting started. Welcome to the real fight, where all 3 bosses are stacked on top of each other like it's a flippin' Lego set, and guess what? You're about to get pounded. This is honestly the hardest fight in the game in my opinion, so you better be ready to clench your cheeks. Markiplier prepared this just for you, so you better like it. He's not giving you a choice. They all do the same abilities from before, just all at once, without stopping. The only new thing is the mass Oklahoma tornadoes that spawn. Don't hit them, otherwise you're getting sent to horny jail. Just be watching what these guys are doing carefully. One wrong move and you are going to be dead. Me personally, I like to pick Mona for last and pick between the other 2 to start the fight with, but that's just me. If anything, this fight must be like the fights that the Paul brothers might have, or just a normal day at the White House. So let's end their existence so that I don't end up in a local hospital. Hey look, it's Slime Guy, and he's saying that he's got 2 of the most important people in my life. So, my anime waifu in my computer. Got it. I guess we head home to get the other guy on my list of hits that I gotta administer. He's also named John, except his last name is Giblets, so, guys, John Warcraft is dead. Send help. Tweeg is now home, by the way, and, yeah, I'm gonna argue with Gene here. I don't think Tweeg and Lizzie should be dating. He looks kinda sus. I mean, look at that blue head. It might be Douglus in disguise, and who knows what tentacle things he might do in summer. In order to find information on Dr. John Giblets, we gotta enter detective mode and interrogate people in Blim City to get some answers. This segment feels both funny and almost RPG-esque, and it's a nice touch, but also, why this is needed. We get what we need and return to the slums to kill, you guessed it, even more minions, and get a glance at Space Applebee's. Because yes, a game made by Justin Roiland has to have Applebee's in it somehow. They also definitely got sponsored by Applebee's for this, and if they didn't, I'm gonna be real impressed. We finally found our way into a hyperbong store, a place that sells products to suck the life out of humans and other species solely for drug use. Man, this game is really making me want to get a bong now, like good lord. Anyways, we shortly after gain the ability to run on magnetic surfaces with mag boots. Yet, I will continue to complain why I can't run up buildings to jump off and die. Give me the option, game. We return home to see a duo of the Raging Sun's minions in suits, letting us know that they're helping us. Also, one of these guys sounds like the Honest Game Trailers guy, just saying.
And we're sorry, we still sound like we're intimidating you.
It's the only way we know how to talk. Our wives hate us.
We represent Magistrate Clug Nugman.
Maybe you've heard of him.
He's certainly heard of you.
We get some data from the Raging Sun and head out to find Dr. Giblets back on Zephyr. It's more of the usual stuff at this point, and the game really isn't introducing new areas that much. To be real, that's gotta be my biggest complaint with this game. It just doesn't have that many unique areas. But then again, I'd imagine this game wasn't a massive AAA project, so for what it is, I wasn't expecting much. Just saying, it would have been nice to have some more areas to explore. We choose to stay with this guy until he dies, but he actually isn't dying and is just screwing with us, so yeah, go screw yourself, I'm out.
Well, I'm sure we'll be able to find Dr. Giblets with just a little bit of detective work.
Welcome back to Detective Mode. In this episode, I'm going to Will Smith slap myself out of the game because this bit sucks. Oh,
I think
he just killed himself. Well, alright then.
Entering full security lockdown.
Hello! If you're hearing this pre-recorded message, It means you've successfully managed to murder one of the greatest minds in all of super science.
Oh, of course it's not that easy. You guessed it, even an evil doctor has a backup plan. Instead, it's now a non-stop onslaught of minions that are shooting at me for a number of minutes. And it's while doing this, we listen to this mother duck's monologue. Stop talking, no one cares. Altogether, this escape room thing isn't that difficult, but don't take it lightly. These minions can still mess you up if you're not paying attention. I wouldn't know, but my friend John Warcraft would, so maybe you should ask him.
Have a good day. Giblets out. R.I.P. Giblets.
Wow, okay, good work. I think we can get back out through the trapdoor now.
I just wanted to say, you know, today really meant a lot to me, and, God, this is so fucking hard. Your free trial of detective mode is up, so see you later, bye.
Oh, thank God. Okay, Bounty Hunter, you go through the menus. You find that detective mode. You shut it the fuck off. Never again. Okay, I'm serious. Delete it. Delete it. And if you can't do it,
I will gladly uninstall this, Kenny. After heading home, we get a side mission to check up on Lizzie since she's been missing for a bit. And now we gotta head to Space Applebee's for a chat, simply because it's going to take 5 minutes for Kenny to say something, and the game feels the need to stall for it. Here comes an awesome monologue from Kenny. I'm not going to keep all of it in here, but to sum it up quickly, Kenny met a space guy, who he left with and met the gay 3 guys, who he then led back to Gatlus, to which they invaded Gatlus and killed his entire race through a zombie virus. Oh, and by the way, it's during all this talk that the waiter is delivering food and drinks for me to eat. It's both funny yet serious at the same time, and I love it. Suddenly, Lizzie and Tweeg are seen outside the Applebee's leaving, so we chase them down. Side note, make sure to pay your bill. You get an achievement for it.
I can't dine and dash.
Oh, by the way, the gay 3 are invading the city because I didn't order the right thing on the menu at Applebee's. I knew I should have ordered the bean strudel with extra whipped cream. What the fuck? We get in the house and we warp the house to a different location. That place just so happened to be Gatlus. It's also here that we went to sleep and woke up the next morning to go solve the issues with Lizzie and Tweeg, to which we learned that Tweeg didn't want to be with her at all, but it was worth it to screw her over any way he could.
Yeah, okay, it's fine, yeah. Did you know I almost sold you out to the G3?
What?
They were offering like a lot of pesos to find out where you were. And that would have been way worse.
What the fuck, Twig? You piece of shit?
Wait, what? You're joking, right?
No, I really almost did it. Like, I had my phone out and everything. If Lizzie hadn't dragged me on this trip, I probably would have. I'm not good. I'm a shithead. Lizzie shouldn't be dating me. Gene was right. And it's a little fucked up because he was being a misogynist, but he was actually right. I do suck, and I'm fine with it. That's just who I am, and I love it. So fuck off. Love it. Sue me if you don't like it, but good luck finding a judge who'll take that case, or a lawyer. Fuck it. You're a fucking idiot.
Well, Jesus, I was about to do a whole thing about how we should take a step back and slow things down, but you know what? Fuck you, Tweeg.
Yeah, Tweeg, fuck you.
Hell fucking yeah!
With Lizzie now back on our side, we return home, only to have Kenny spill the beans a second time on the things that he did to cause Gatlus to go corrupt. Everyone except Creature and me now hates him. He was pronounced dead moments later. Now it's time to take the fight to the second to last bounty of the game, that being Nipulon. After doing some mild sidetracking with Creature, attempting to bring everybody back together, we learn that we gotta get goofed again to head into a spa hotel, which is where Nipulon's office resides. However, we need to get some kind of flower to heal this guy's Fergal first. To get that flower, we gotta encounter the Fleetwood Mac and Cheese brothers again. We gotta get their dad to say that he loves them, otherwise they ain't building the bridge. Man, there's even daddy issues in this game, like good lord. We find their dad in the saloon, and then take part in a classic shoot-on-draw game. And short story, we won. We told his kids that their dad loves them, even though he said that he hates them to death. The power of lying goes far, man. They then literally make a bridge of love, and then I cringe extremely hard. This feels like it came straight out of Rick and Morty, and I hate it. Some mild forms of combat ensue once more, and then we get shizzed on yet again. Now we walk with the boys down to a luxurious spa day at Nipulon's Hotel for Babies, where we get to see large monsters sucking down on humans and getting high. Also, the noises in this place are so gross and disgusting that I'm going to play them just to disgust you. And even better, I'm going to make them slowly roll in.
Ah, the main atrium. You could
see how much of a good time everyone is having? Yeah. Your booth is just past here. Yo, try this.
Holy shit.
Yo, fuckers get you so high. I had a baby one a couple hours ago, and I swear I can't even remember my name. This one lasted a little longer. You can suck these humans dry way too fast. Bring me 6 more humans. More fish, you got 'em. I let them best young and easy. And now, please follow me to your booth. Hey, waiter! Can I get a few more humans when I get a chance? Of course, sir. I hope you don't mind sharing your booth with another guest. We're a bit overbooked today. Sorry. Yeah, you ever try human? Shit's amazing. Look out, dummy. Look. All hairy and weak. You're lucky they can't get so fucking high. Otherwise, they'd be a waste of the species. Oh, fuck. I love seeing the light leave their eyes.
Yeah, fuck this. Do what you have to do.
What's wrong? Why you give me that look? What, you don't want me talking about?
Yeah, I ain't listening to these sounds or his words anymore. Let's kick some ass. After a long battle in the Room of Jizz, we ascend to kill more minions. You know, I'm beginning to realize that my hatred for minions is really high, and this game has made it go over the edge. Eventually, we arrive in Nipulon's office. Jesus Christ, Office Bear, why are you still here?
Okay. Understood. Okay, Nipulon will see you now.
Alright, let's do this.
Well, look who it is. The big bad bounty hunter. Finally paying me a visit.
Nipulon is the fight that helps introduce you to drugs by sending you to different places to talk to people and kill many clones of the boss himself. This boss is by far the easiest in the entire game, which is saying something because you'd think battling drugs would be harder than you'd expect, but it's not here. It's also funny considering that this is the second to last boss of the game, and yet he's this easy. I'm not entirely sure why the devs felt the need to have an over-extensive monologue period during this fight, but when considering that our Gatlin friends are fighting, I guess it sort of makes sense, but it really doesn't need to be here. I will say that the way the fight is delivered is better than I expected, and I was expecting the game to give me motion sickness, but no, it just stalled with even more monologues for 5 minutes. Sick. So now, after several trips to the bootleg dimension, let's finally end this tortured hell so that I don't have to live in it anymore.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be spiraling into darkness, not growing.
shit, okay, we're back. I think we're back. That was a lot.
We return home to find that our friend Let's Do It is almost finished being fixed. Oh, sorry, did I mention and forget that? Yeah, some time ago we picked up another Gatlian who was thought to be dead, and he may or may not be the most powerful Gatlian that ever was. Why didn't we pick him up at the start of the game then? Like, what?
Les? Is that you?
Let's do it. Oh, I might have fucked up his speech centers too.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Talk to me.
Let's do it.
Oh god, you're telling me that all he's gonna say is let's do it? This is now the worst character ever. To prepare to head back to Earth, I headed to the pawn shop to buy and stock up on anything that I may need for the final battle. And now that we're ready, we take Let's Do It, warp back to Earth, take a bomb from Jean, and head out the door. From here, it's a long stretch of battle through a lot more minions, and it's mostly things that can be solved by Let's Do It, who just so happens to fire a living crap ton of electricity out and kill everything in sight. But don't worry though, you can only use them in this one level, because after this, you're not going to be able to use them again. Now that sucks.
This is it. It's him.
So we meet again, slime boy. Are you ready to get slapped hard by my anime waifus? Alright, you asked for it. This fight will test everything in your arsenal, and I do mean everything. Your jetpack, your dodge, your jumps, abilities with your Gatlians, and of course the love of anime women will be used in all forms through the use of dodging abilities, using your voice to call for Asuka-chan, and running away realizing that you're going to die. Speaking of which, I did die in this fight once. Altogether, this fight is a great ending fight that puts all the player's skills to the test, but not going so over the top to make it feel like I'm playing Elden Ring on Master Mode. Now let's finish this so that I don't have to listen to him any longer.
Yes, okay, deep, little deeper. Oh! There we go. Okay, yeah, shove that bomb all the way up. Whatever's up there. Okay, that should be good. Now pull out and let's blow this fucker up. It's time for the G3 to become the G0. Suck my ass. Is it broken? God damn it, Gene, the remote's busted. Oh, shit.
Oh, hello. You're fucking done. Now it's time to make you really suffer. If you give up and turn yourself over to me, then I won't harm the two people you love most in this world.
Fuck, he's got your parents.
Behold!
Hey, it's me, Jack Black.
Hi, I'm Susan Sarandon.
I can't help but laugh, but...
your parents?
Enough fucking around. Let's finish this.
Oh, you thought the fight was over? Yeah, no. Now we get to fight him a second time, because it's the one boss in the game that actually has a second phase. It's pretty similar to his air phase. The difference here is that most of it's on the ground. Shocking. He also does that sludge ground pound from some of the other bosses, but altogether, he's a joke in this phase, so now he's lying on the ground a second time.
Hey, Bounty Hunter. Fighting alongside you has been, well, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you for giving me the adventure of a lifetime. Now shove me deep inside that monster slug's dirty asshole.
Kenny never said that again.
No, you should not sacrifice. Let's do it. We just brought him back to life. It's not fair.
No, Kenny, I'm sacrificing him instead.
Oh my god, it was a huge sacrifice, but we did it.
Oh, shit, it's done. Comantuous is dead. He's fucking dead.
Rest in peace, fucker.
Good work, Bounty Hunter. What about?
Do you think they...
There's no way they could have survived that.
What a noble sacrifice.
Oh my god, they're alive!
I can't believe it. Oh my god, they survived. They made it.
No fucking way.
I'm so glad you're okay. can have a sequel with you, with us, you know, all of us, because you're alive still, you know, and then you'd be there for like any DLC or a sequel.
We owe you big time. The whole universe owes you.
Now you're a fucking hero.
I'm so
Wait, you're telling me I gotta live through this all a second time? So, High on Life, a game that took the concept of drugs, lots of drugs by the way, Minions, the FPS genre, and the mind of Justin Roiland and threw it all together, turned out to be this. It's honestly a good game, and you should play it. Will our friend, the average Twitch viewer, ever find his waifu? Will the Gatlians ever find a new home that isn't our rather large hands? And will Gene ever get off my couch so that I can man spread in peace while watching Jerk and Cordy? We'll never know the answers, but until then, this is the end. Oh, by the way, there's a sequel bait in Human Haven as well, so yeah, I think I gotta suffer this again in the future. Okay, bye!